So, good morning everyone. We've got a bit of a different show today. There's loads going on. We've just had like a boiler fitted in the house and we're all kind of up and sort, like all topsy-turvy, and I haven't been able to get the garden today. But what I thought would be nice is to give you a little tour of the house. Well, a couple of tours. This will be part one, and it'll be basically the living room. And I don't know if he's kind of into this, but I'm kind of stuck here. I cannot move. I've got to do things and sort. Then I'm off to work. So I thought it might be interesting for you to have a look around, see where the magic happens. Come on then. So, as you know, you've probably seen 100 times, we'll go in this door. Now I'll probably have to put a light on, which I've got one on there. Just get that up. There we go. There's Ralph saying hello. So, top of the stairs, there's Douglas. Hello, lad. So you don't need to see what's up there. I mean, trust us, that is where the magic happens. So we'll do like a two-parter. We'll go into the living room and I'll show you around the living room. Then we'll do the kitchen one day. But like I say, the kitchen's all, we've had like a boiler kind of put in. We've got hot water. We've got 2 weeks. Well, we had hot water, but you run a bath and it'll go off for, and then you go and have to reset it. It would take you an hour to run a bath and no heat. So we've got a boiler. So anyways, I'm waffling there. We're into our hall. Now, first off, I must say, these banisters. Alex put these banisters on. We've been in this house probably about 20 odd year there now, and they were always wobbly. Then we got this new kind of flooring put on, which is ideal for the dogs. Melanie's not keen on it, but I love it because it's bulletproof for the dogs, do you know what I mean? But we had to take the banister off. Now Alex said I'm glad he did, mind you, because this is an original banister, this bit. So she says, keep that because it bends and it curves and you don't get them like that no more. But Alex put in these spindles and he done a remarkable job. You know what I mean? Remarkable. I stained them. So you can see, first off, we've got like a mushroom. Now we've got 2 of these. And I don't know, we might even got them from garden centres, and they're like the concrete, but they've been in the house as seats for the 20 years. Do you know what I mean? It's just mad what we kind of, and it's all my wife, to be honest. I'm kind of just, I keep a back seat. There's one of them pumpkins I grew. We've never kind of doing anything with it. Just a normal kind of, everything I think's been bought from, say, like reclamation yards and stuff like that. Most of the early stuff has anyways. And then this was one of the early drawers we got, or like units. And it's just keeps a whole load of kind of junk. When you're walking out, so that it's in that one, you know what I mean? So as we go, you'll see in the kitchen as well, there's a lot of artwork and stuff like that. Well, Melanie's obsessed with cows and I'm obsessed with clocks, so that gives you kind of an inclination. So we'll address the elephant in the room at the moment. There's another clock. Yes, Christmas has come early. It always comes early in this. And trust us, I've got no say. I haven't got a say. I would start the 1st of December, but I'm just outvoted by kids and Melanie. So yes, but I have brought me a little bit of, because I love like technology. So I've got these wired up. So cover your Alexa, switch off Christmas lights. I've got it all like linked to Christmas, and they're me plugs that I use for the what you call it. Alexa, switch on Christmas lights. I bet all yours Alexas are good crackers. So yes, we've got, and that's actually a new tree. We had another old one which was absolutely lovely, but it was falling a bit. Another kind of 20-year-old Christmas tree, and that's probably 2-year-old there now. So this is the 2nd year we've got on it. Little post box from the North Pole, and there's just so much Christmas stuff. Honestly, my wife is obsessed with it. You know what I mean? That's my new telly. Remember I said I got a new telly? Oh, it's fantastic. Lovely. Actually, the aerial's broke now, so we can't get like normal TV. It's coming on Tuesday, I think, to fix that. So we're watching everything on catch up. Now you'll notice some sort of Komodo dragon. There's 2 of them in here. I don't know why we picked them. We've just seen them in TK Maxx and got the bloody Komodo dragons. Now this, if you're interested, was my mum's, and it was like going round the arch of a house. She had like an arch in our kitchen, but got rid of it, and Melanie jumped, you know, anything Christmassy, jumped on it, and she has them kind of going up. And honestly, when that's done, well, it's done there. Now it looks lovely, you know what I mean? Funny enough, we've got lights along the top, but they've went off for some reason. So it's probably me that's got to go and fix it. New throws. I was told to say new throws on the chairs. That's a new one from Dunelm, and this is a new one from Dunelm. And like I say, this is kind of our, I guess, well, this is the living room, the chill room. Do you know what I mean? We're kind of keep it as nice and as cozy, and you know, yes, the dogs are allowed in only on night times. And well, actually, I'm saying that. Do you know what I mean? They're in, and you can't. But that's like the main seat, the boss's seat. Anyone who's sitting there is the boss, but Daisy will sit with you on that. And for some reason, she's allowed to get on that chair. I don't know why. You can see her there next to the fire there. You put that fire on, they just stop. Do you know what I mean? So all I was going to show you there, I'll just try and stand away. These are our first lot of Dobermans. Now we've had another batch of Dobermans since then, and then we're on to this batch of dogs. These were like our original ones when we came from Newcastle. Clive in the middle, named after Clive Barker. We've got Zach, who was a rescue Doberman on that side, and then Willow, who was a cross between a Weimaraner on that side. And that's, you know, where I went with Daisy on the beach. That was done, that photograph, honestly, probably about 20 years ago or so. And it's a lovely one. It just captures them great. Do you know what I mean? So I was chuffed a bit. You're probably wondering what this lump of wood is doing on the wall. Again, I mean, these are just kind of memories you keep. I used to work, when I worked for the water board, I would, in the early days, you know, I had a Land Rover, and I would go around all the kind of treatment works and sites, and that was part of my job, you know, out in the middle of the countryside. And this burr, this kind of, I think it's burr, isn't it? Burke? Off an elm? I don't know. Anyway, it was just lying. There was a load of them lying by the side of the road, and I thought, oh, Melanie would love that. So, yeah, loved it. Get it on the wall, Tony. So it's just, and it's been, and every time we decorate, I've got to, like, because the screws that are in there must be, 8 inches at least. Do you know what I mean? I say, and the dust is coming down. But, yeah, just a bit of wood. And sometimes I got into making stuff with like a grinder and spindles and everything like that, and I was going to use it, but you wouldn't let us. No. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I've missed here. Most of our stuff, like say mirrors and stuff like that, Melanie would know more, but they come from, I'm sure, more 90% of our stuff in here gets from like TK Maxx. Apart from that, actually, that table, I'm not sure where it came. It is as heavy as lead. It's like metal, and it's come from India. That's where it was kind of made, but it's bulletproof. You know what I mean? But when you hoover, you know, you move your carpets. It's a right, it's a right bugger to move. But anyway, so yes, another clock, and that was a pair, you know, and we didn't get. Again, TK Maxx, that there was a female and a male, and I wish we'd gotten the male one, because, I mean, I don't know what you make of it, but we've had it for oodles of time. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what it is, a female. You know what I mean? It's kind of the hooters are there and the hips, but I wish we'd picked up the male. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of the kind of regrets of that, you know, and you never see them again. That's the one thing with TK Maxx. Moving around, this unit here was bought. Can I just say, I'll try and come into the shot there. This was bought for the kitchen, and we went to, where did we go for? Oh, we went to Barker and Stonehouse. This is how, like, spur of the moment, don't think, you know what I mean? Never, you know how people like research. Not me and Melanie. We went and we said, that'll go great in the kitchen. How big's the gap in the kitchen? And Melanie honestly went, well, I think it's about that big, you know, and put her hands out. Right, I said, well, get it then, that'll be great. It'll just be perfect. Didn't fit. Now we're stuck with it in here. Do you know what I mean? And again, it's been here for years. Another clock, yeah, I love clocks. Another clock, I picked that one. well, I pick all the clocks, to be honest. I'm kind of all the clocks. But you can see the back there, that's as much musical kind of prowess as we've got there. So we'll have, and that was actually, again, just decoration and stuff like that. What else is here? Well, you can see the fire. We have just got this in there now, and it's just, to be honest, we just get it lit and it's so nice. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping it's kind of picking it up on the camera. That we use the kind of, there's the wood stash there, and it's normally, the way we this year, kind of normally we haven't had that long with it. We light it in the morning, we get up and I light the fire and we all come down, and even when everyone's going to work, you know, we'll have our coffees. I get up early if they're all going to work, and we just sit in here, you know, and just, it's just lovely, to be honest. I've got one of those little fans that push out the heat, but to be honest, I'm sitting here and it's like, it's too warm, do you know what I mean? But it's good for these lot. It just flattens them, do you know what I mean? Because I'm taking them out late today, so they're all right until they come back from work. And again, there's our kind of, again, these pots are, well, actually that one is a TK Maxx pot. I think that one's just a big flower pot, but it works, you know what I mean? That's where we kind of keep our wood. That box there is all me kind of fire related stuff. And this was all built, and it was, I mean, I think I did some pictures of it, you know, and we've dreamed about, we had like an old cast iron fireplace in here, but it was like decommissioned and it wasn't working, and there was, the chimneys were blocked, and it would probably be in the same price to kind of, if you ever did want to just use that. But we always wanted to kind of go with this, and it seems everyone's going down this route there now, and they're lovely, to be honest, like a real fire. And like I say, the heat that they pump out is just, and it took if you remember Tony, who kind of did the build of it, he gave us a couple of tomato plants last year as well, so that was lovely. He's a gardener and allotment. That is there where the magic happens, real magic happens. That's where I convert the kind of, that do the videos. And I'll give you a quick look, because there's the other commode dragon. There's another bit of wood just lying on the floor there. Actually, it's put on around the side there. I keep telling Melanie, I'll tell you about this in a minute. So this is my working desk, and again, all my kind of microphones, speakers, they're all different. I'm obsessed with tripods. There's me torch and everything like that. Now this is my camera that I jumped straight in and bought, and to be honest, the GoPro's just as good, do you know what I mean, for kind of doing out. This table, along with the kitchen, all the kitchen, and I'll get into that the next time, but it was handmade. And this was our dining table until we replaced it with that bloody big huge thing in the kitchen. But I've snaffled it, and it's now my kind of working desk. And like I say, I'll just do a video, pop it in, upload it on, and then it's away. And there's my microphone when I do my podcasts as well. So yes, what's going on? Is anything down? You can just, that bloody rocket there, that's the most important thing of me Starship Sofa Life. I don't know if you have heard, but that's a Hugo Award. These are like the Oscars of the bloody science fiction community, of the science fiction world. Do you know what I mean? The films get them as well. And she's got it shoved right in the bloody back. Reed's right in the chess, so when Reed and Melanie get together, he's at university at the moment, they're big chess players, but at the moment, Christmas has took over. There's a, hello? There's me gin. Actually, is this clean? It's all right. It's a big gin. It's all gin in there, gin in glasses. But these are the gins I'm using. I'm drinking this Hadrian's Wall gin at the moment. Actually, it gives us headaches, but you know what I mean. You got to push through that thing, and that's going to be my next one. I use cans in the what you call the live thing, but they're me ones. Don't forget, live this week is Sunday. This Sunday coming at 7 o'clock. So that would be lovely if you kind of join us then as well. What else? Oh, these seats. So my mum treated to these two seats because we wanted seats, and we've got all the kind of seats there, but we wanted just to sit next to, you know, like the fire. And these seats are lovely. To be honest, so comfy, man. I fall asleep in front on them all the time. Where's your dad? He's in the living room. Wake him up. I told you, wake him up. I'm not sure they were online, to be honest, but they were kind of a nice wacky little design there. Do you know what I mean? So, but we love them. We just sit here, me and Melanie, in front of the fire and just kind of catching up with each other, do you know? Boxes, we're obsessed with boxes. And this is an old one, to be honest. I don't know if it's got the date, but it's got the guy's name on, Wilkinson. I mean, it's just full of like my junk, Melanie's junk, you know, but we've got a box there. There's another one there, which is an ancient thing, and they're all kind of original old things, but I'm sure there's another one somewhere. But anyway, that's our table. And is that, well, this big thing is, we got this from a down Tynemouth. Was it? I cannot remember. It might have been, I don't know if it's, I'm getting mixed up with a pub. Green Ginger. There was some church that used to sell second-hand furniture. It might still do, to be honest, I don't know. But we've had this again. We bought this spur of the moment. You know what I mean? But looking at it, you think, well, it is so comfortable. Honestly, but we kind of changed it round because it was there on that side, but a couple of years ago it's now been converted to here. But it's just lovely, actually, and we've got them throws on it because it's they're wearing out. Do you know what I mean? And we've tried umpteen places to see if you could get it redone, and they come out and then they just go pale when they see it. So I don't know what it was off. I don't know where it's come from, but it's just so like kind of quirky. Do you know what I mean? It's really it's so nice. I mean, when we did the podcast, just the Starship Sofa, we used to record it on there in the early days. Do you know what I mean? So it was Starship Sofa. That was the actual sofa as well. So yes, this is my home where we kind of spend time and relax. Do you know what I mean? The kitchen, like I say, I mean, you've seen the kitchen, but we'll do the kitchen another time. That's like the kind of, you know, like the working area. I mean, that's my working area for that, but the kitchens are kind of central. You know, everyone kicks off the shoes, comes into the kitchen, and then we kind of come in here and chillax. Anyway, there's not even a bloody plant mentioned. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyways, there'll be another one. And I'll see you again, but don't forget the live show on Sunday. Look after yourselves. Take care.